All right, we're back for episode 2 of 2 Bonsais.
Yep. Best yet.
Here with Steve Squared again. What the fuck are we going to be talking about?
No one wants to do a podcast with us. Anyone? Okay, no one's in here.
We're the real talent.
Rainey, all right, man.
Rainey's,
Let's do this. He's keeping the lights on, folks. All right, so what are we talking about today?
I don't know. What are we talking about today?
Well, it is the NHL Stanley Cup Final.
Woo!
We're down to the final 2 teams, and they just so happen to have 2 of the coolest logos. Not just in the NHL, but I would go and say probably all of professional sports. Now, I've got friends that are going to probably say you're full of it, but I feel good about these 2 logos. As far as the teams are concerned, I'm going for Golden Knights, man. That's Marc-Andre Fleury. Pittsburgh
Golden
Pride,
Knights.
baby. Pittsburgh Pride. We still cling on to you.
I personally don't care about hockey, so I'm
Well,
completely unbiased.
no one does.
Completely unbiased.
That's all right. So let's pull off these logos, big guy.
All right, yeah, well, okay, we got it right here. We got it already pulled up.
Okay,
With
who's
plans.
that? Who's that? Do you know who that is?
It looks like some kind of
You
Viking.
spent all
looks like some
morning
kind of
setting
Viking
this
helmet.
up.
Looks like some kind of Viking helmet.
It's
Are these the Vikings?
This is the Golden Knights logo, and they're a new team. They're an expansion
look
team.
that good. It looks
I
more
think
like
they're
it's
an expansion.
copper.
They're new though. They're Las
Are they the
Vegas.
Copper Knights? Because that doesn't bronze.
Well,
maybe?
we're not going to
That
get
doesn't
into
look gold.
aesthetic to that extent, but let's go over
Okay.
some of the cool stuff. I mean, what do you like about this logo? You've been talking about it all morning. You came in with this big
I'm
idea.
really excited. I don't even.
And now
I don't
you're
even watch
bombing.
hockey, but I love the Golden Knights.
Well, they're really good.
Um,
They're up in the series 1-0. If this thing posts by today, which I know Marlena can make it
yeah, I
happen,
don't really care about any of that
because she's really good.
But the
at that,
logo,
then we will be the most timely subject matter that Bonsai's produced probably ever.
there's gonna be like 6 people that are real happy about this.
Just
video.
kidding, we've produced. All right. Okay, come on, let's go. People are getting bored. Me being one of them.
I like it. It's a good logo. It's really clean. It's
Yeah.
got a good use of negative space with the V cut out. They got a little bit of like a mini serif V right here that's stylized.
You know,
It's just
one
a-
of
it's
the
just a
things that
clean
I've
logo.
noticed, yeah, it's clean. And the thing that I've noticed too, and I don't know if it was intentional, but I think it's cool in my mind, I'm going to make it intentional, is there's a lot of points, in particular the nose guard.
What's your point?
It's got, you're so cheesy, man. It's over, it's done, cut it off. I didn't want to do this nonsense. And the point for the nose guard actually reminds me of one of, not the roulette wheels, but one of the slot machine wheel, the digital
See,
slot,
now,
the
what
pointer.
I'm seeing,
the
what
pointer,
I'm
right?
seeing actually looking at it, I see a spear tip.
Yeah, that's there too. But if you want to be cool,
Because it's like
it
a
looks
golden
like
knight.
a roulette
a
wheel.
knight would be using
pointer.
a spear.
Yeah, all right.
That's what I'm seeing. You're talking about gambling.
Why does it have to be
Do
an
you-
argument? Can't you
are
just let
you-
me have a point?
Are you
with-
gambling on these games or something? What's with the roulette wheel?
I'm gambling on you right now. I'm gambling on this podcast.
This is a sure thing.
All right, let's go.
This is your thing.
Oh, man. I've got to reiterate, this is the best thing that came out of the annual retreat. You're telling me
Definitely the best
this
thing.
is a day's worth of brainstorming.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a clean logo. I like it. It's well put together.
Yeah, it is. It's solid. You've got to see their intro. And anyone the 6 people that watch this podcast, my family being a large portion of that, tune into one of these games. I'm not going to give the whole schedule now. They have one coming up actually tonight. But you've got to see the intro in Vegas. It's like going to medieval times.
It's one of those big 3D shows.
It's
and all that
ridiculous,
stuff.
man. It's all stagecraft, and it feels like Las Vegas. It feels like one of the big shows. And they have, it's live actors as opposed to dead actors. It's whatever. It's live actors.
There's live actors out there.
They roll a few dead ones out. They play the.
What exactly do they do?
They just sit there.
Do they
lazy.
fight each other like Golden Knights?
Yeah, they do. They have a night, and
Oh,
then they bring
medieval.
out, and then they do all this other. It's crazy, man. You got to watch it. I admire the production. All right.
Nice.
Let's move on to the best logo of the 2, though.
All right,
I'm not saying it's the best team.
So what's the other team?
I really don't want to see Ovechkin get a cup, but I have a lot of friends that
Who is
do.
that? Is he good?
That is Alexander Ovechkin, yeah. They say he's one of the better ones out there.
Nice.
And he's getting up there. He's still like 7 years younger than I am,
Mhm.
but he's the old man
That's the old
of
man
the
on
league.
the-
He's one of the old men of the league. Yeah,
in
he's like
sport, yeah.
34 probably.
All right, so we got the
SOB.
Capitals here.
Yeah. Now, come on. There's a lot to work with here.
Actually, I actually recognize their old logo up here on these little.
And I think they've updated that. They've made a few tweaks.
That's not that bad. I mean,
but
it's a little
It's
awkward. I always kind of liked it.
Pulled from the old logo.
But this new logo, it's got it's clean as well. I like it. It's got a lot going on.
It's solid with the. It's
and a
got
very
not just
simple-
double entendre, but there's like 3 different visual elements that come through in this thing.
Yeah, and it's a simple logo to get all that stuff through. So
Here, let me touch your screen because I know designers love that.
Get
So
the biggest smudge you
smear,
can.
and I ate Doritos, so
It's
this
a
should be good.
it's a touch
I
screen, so
traced
you can
the
touch it.
W. No, so there's the W with the wings. You've got the obvious eagle.
And the W stands for Washington, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
That's fantastic.
And then in the negative space below, got the Capitol building, which is clever as hell.
That's very
It is clever as hell. Yeah.
I like that.
This was an alternative logo, I think. That's what they called it back in the day, where you had a couple different ones, and then now they're wearing it all the time. But they rolled this thing out, my understanding is, like several years ago. But they're incorporating it more into the uniform on, I think it's away games. I'm not sure. Anyway,
Nice.
don't
It's
look
good-
that up because it's wrong.
a good
But it's
stro-
a cool logo.
It's a strong logo. It's very strong.
And it's probably one of the more thoughtful ones out there, I would say, in the NHL. Some of them are pretty basic.
I mean, I would be proud if I made that logo. So
Well,
I mean, that's.
But you, come on.
I mean, that's the bar. I mean,
That is the bar. I mean, you start making NHL logos.
Hey, maybe we should.
We
get
don't
into-
need to
maybe
do
we
these
should get into that.
podcasts,
Maybe we should
bud.
get into that.
Well, maybe we should stop doing these podcasts.
If there's any
And get the
NHL teams out there that want us to do a logo, hit us up.
just like us right there.
Like
Is
this
this
video.
where it'd be? Where
Like
you
this vi-
pointing?
I don't know. Somewhere. I don't know
Yeah.
where
all
you would
right.
point.
So anyway, who are you rooting for, man? I know you don't know anything about hockey, but it
Based
was
on the
Vegas Golden
based on the
Knights
logos,
and the Washington Capitals.
I'll base it off logos.
Based on logos, that's cool.
That's a tough one. They got a lot of strong attributes in both logos, like a lot of negative space.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with the Golden Knights just because it's Knights and I like all that medieval fantasy stuff.
As
Which
far
has
as
nothing to do
logos
with
are
hockey.
concerned, Washington gets it. But as far as the product on the ice is concerned, man, Golden Knights all the way, baby.
All
I
right.
think that they, being their first year in the league,
Mm-hmm.
they've showed a lot of grit, and a lot of the players that were brought onto that team are, I hate to say it, were kind of like throwaways from other teams.
All right.
They've captured this guy's heart. Oh, let's
That's all
end
we
it on
need.
that.
That's all we need to know.
All right,
all
man.
we need to know. So, I guess that's another. Let's
Yeah.
wrap it
All
up.
right, I'm out of here. This was good.
All right.
Thanks for having me. I
Tune in
appreciate
next
it.
time. See you later.